Isang quarter na lang ang nalalabi dito sa bakbakan sa pagitan ng dalawang rivals sa pinakaunang Collegiate Sports League ng Pilipinas. It is the second round meeting sa pagitan ng Letran at San Beda. Maraming salamat muli sa inyong pagtutok ngayon sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action at Don Ross kasama si Coach Olsen Rosella. At upang mabuo ang ating broadcast team, kasama natin at courtside si Siege Santenko. Mga Bedans, mga Letranista going all out, lalo na sa social media. Thank you so much to Angela Vallejo. Sabi niya, hold on to the lead and play like it's the last game of the season. It is the last game of the elimination round para sa Red Lions. Para naman sa Letran Knights. Oh! We have some blood coming out of the mouth of Reyna Batak.
At kung di ako nagkakamali, tumama yan dun sa... natamaan yan ng Zico ni Tangwa during that rebound.
Letran Knights still have another game on their schedule bago matapos ang elimination round. It's against Perpetual on Friday at 4 p.m. At tama ka, Coach Olsen, nasa poll itong si Reyna Batak ng kaliwang Zico.
At hindi naman intentional yung nangyari yun, ano? Kung si Reyna Batak trying to get that steal at si Tangwa pinoprotektahan lamang yung bola.
The physicality of the game in full effect.
So interesting stat, Anton, ano? Record ng San Beda when leading after 3 quarters is 12-2.
Wow.
Pero yung katulad kong binabanggit natin, kung merong team na kayang mabawi itong ganitong klaseng lamang ng San Beda in 1 quarter, Letran yun. So hindi pwedeng magreglang itong San Beda Red Lions.
Especially if the Letran Knights wax hot from the outside. Nobody shoots more 3-pointers in the NCAA than the Letran Knights.
And talking about waxing hot, Anton, ito si Reyna Batak scored 13 points in the third quarter. So malaking kawalan to para sa kanila dun sa nangyari kay Reyna Batak ngayon, going out because of that injury.
At nakatutok ang ating kasamang si Siege Santenko ngayon on the scene. We'll get an injury update from her later on. Pero bola ng Letran sa puntong ito as Jeric Valanza stepping up and scoring off of that floater. De La Cruz, pinasa kay Mocon, and JB Mocon with a stellar performance this afternoon. 7 puntos for the sophomore forward.
And again, it has been the way they're breaking their press. Kaya medyo aggressive itong San Beda ngayon. Yun yung nagdadala sa kanila ngayon kung bakit sila lamang ng ganito.
Okay, kumuha na tayo ng update dito kay Siege Santenko. Siege?
Yes, patuloy ng dumudugo ang lower lip nitong si Reyna Batak. Hindi naman ito sinasadya, ngunit napalala ang kanyang injury dahil nga meron siyang braces sa kanyang lower lip. Nilapatan na siya ng kanyang first aid, meron ng ice, merong gauze. We've seen other players play through this kind of injury and Ray says he is no different. Kaya ko to. Back to you, Anton.
Maraming salamat sa napakabilis na courtside update. Ating kasamang si Siege Santenko working her second game this afternoon. We expect to see ng Batak back. Palaban tong Batang to. He has 14 points to lead the Knights in scoring. But others have to step up now. Fast play of the game brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. Felix Aprecu, Coach Olsen, you talked about his heroics sa kanilang huling laban kontra sa Arellano.
Oo, quality minutes talaga binibigay ni Felix Aprecu. That's just a bonus. Yung nakita niyo yun na jump shot niya doon. But sa ibang departments talaga nakakatulong niyo, specifically on the defensive end.
Luib tumira sa labas. Macjor Luib with a surprising triple off of that screen. Meron ng 8 puntos si Macjor Luib. Pangalawang tres na yan ni Luib.
And Anton, as good as San Beda is playing dito sa fourth quarter, tingnan mo, 10 lang itong hinahabol nila with a lot of playing time, game time remaining. At hindi lang 10, 8 na lang itong hinahabol ng Letran.
At sumabit pa ang depensa ng Red Lions, 8 points. Yan ang naitatala ni Balanza dito sa ating bakbakan. A strong move of the game brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. The only lead Letran held was in the first quarter when they led the Red Lions 3-2. The rest of the way, lamang na ang 5-time champions ng NCAA.
At ito si Balanza, maganda yung ginagawa. Really helping out, especially on the offensive end. Wala ngayon si Ray ng Batak, pero ito si Balanza ang bumupuntos para sa Letran dito sa fourth quarter.
Michael Sorella muling nagbabalik para sa kupunan ni Coach Mike Harin. Pahinga muna si JV Mocon. Solid performance from the sophomore JV Mocon with 9 points and 4 rebounds as Jeric Balanza is unable to complete the 3-point play. Balik ang bola sa panig ng Red Lions. Sorella loses control of the basketball. Pinasa kay Amer De La Cruz with the rebound and the putback.
Good offensive rebound ito si Art De La Cruz after giving that pass to Sorella. Hindi siya tumigil at kinuha niya yung offensive rebound.
De La Cruz with 8 points in this ball game. Low scoring game para kay Arthur De La Cruz. But we still have a lot more basketball left to play. Panoorin natin itong fast play. Brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. And this strong move of the game brought to you by PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. Sorella na-recover ang basketball, pinasa kay Amer, tapos ang tira, walang problema. Arthur De La Cruz nandoon para sa putback.
At nakita mo dun sa 2 plays na yun, Anton, kung ano yung nabibigay ni Art De La Cruz dito sa game na to. Sa koponan na to, giving that assist pass, kung hindi man getting to the offensive rebound, and kundi man scoring naman ang nagagawa niya.
Balikan natin si Siege Tantenko para sa update na ito. Siege?
Yes, Anton, keep your voice. Yan ang paulit-ulit na paalala ni Coach Alvin Ayos sa kanyang Letran Knights. Kanina yan sa kanilang huddle, hinihingi niya ngayon smarter shots, effective screens, and kagaya ng sabi niya before the game started, aggressive basketball. Will this be enough to carry them past their rivals? Yan ang makita natin. Back to you, Anton.
Yun talaga ang kailangan ng mga Letran Knights sa puntong ito. Aggressive basketball, no hesitations, never give up, never give in. Yun ang mantra ng Letran Knights when they were winning championships in 2003 and 2005. They want to bring it back. At sila naghahabol ngayon. They are trying to get within striking distance. Balikan natin itong Master Guapo move of the quarter. Watch out for more Guapo moves powered by Master, sikreto ng mga Guapo. Kevin Racal, Coach Olsen, that was only his first field goal of the game. Cruz for 3. Kapos, rebound at Diogun.
Libreng-libre si Mark Cruz doon, ano? Sayang yung tinira niya.
That would have cut the lead to just 5. Pero hindi mag-hesitate si Ant-Man, Mark Cruz. Fade away, Yusei Koga. Big game for Yusei Koga. 7 na puntos para sa veteranong shooting guard ng Red Lions.
Yes, using that left shoulder to get space. Laban dito kay Kevin Racal in shooting that jumper.
Luib, bothered by the presence of All Adeogun. Adeogun, tinawid ang bola. Pinasa kay Sorella, umikot, tumira. Michael Sorella gets his first field goal of the game.
Naibaba na lang nung Letran yung kalamangan to 8. Pero ito, bumawi naman itong San Beda with a 4-0 run. So 12 na itong hinahabol ngayon ng Letran.
Batak back on the floor after getting hit by the left elbow of Donald Tangwa. At ito ang unang field goal na naipasok kanina ni Michael Sorella. At ang reaction ng mga bedista. Copico 78 Best Recharge Moment brought to you by Copico 78, Copico's best latte ever. 5 minuto at 29 na segundo na lang ang nalalabi dito sa fourth quarter ng ating bakbakan. De La Cruz handoff kay Tongko who calls out the play. Sorella. Bounce pass to De La Cruz. High-low play. Adiogun not receiving the pass. Amer has to shoot. Loses control at ubos ang oras ng San Beda. That's a 24-second shot clock violation.
Well, right now, Anton, with 5 minutes and 3 seconds left, ito 12 itong kalamangan ng San Beda. Pero nararamdaman mo, meron pang isang kaya pang isang bulusok itong Letran eh. Nakikita mo at nararamdaman mo dito sa galaw ng limang players sa loob ng court na pwede pa. They can still make that one final run na pwedeng makabalik sila dito sa larong ito.
And they turned the ball over on that play. Nowhere to go para kay Mark Cruz. Adeogun, dinedepensa ni Balanza. Naghahanap ng kakampi. That's an offensive foul. Now, two Letran Knights fell on the hard court on that sequence. Pero ang foul ay binigay kay Raj Tonko. Now, this is a crucial possession right here para sa Letran Knights. Panoorin natin muli ang nangyari dito. This is the action away from the ball. Cruz and Tonko.
And I like this substitution na ginawa ni Coach Aldin Ayos, bringing in Balanza na talagang nagpapakita so far sa kanya sa fourth quarter, but he misses that one.
Balanza so far dito sa ating laro, merong 8 puntos. Stepping up para sa Knights. De La Cruz, hinahanap si Adeogun. That's the second time they're running that high-low play. But they go outside to Amer. Offensive rebound para kay Ola Adeogun.
Grabe yung lakas ni Ola Adeogun sa ilalim. Hindi ako naiinggit dito kay Soliano sa ginagawa niyang depensa kay Ola Adeogun. But he's really trying his best. Nakita natin kung paano siya pumosisyon sa ilalim. Na masyado lang malaki to si Ola Adeogun laban kay Soliano.
6'8" si Ola Adeogun, 6'5" lamang si Jomari Soliano. When we return, Ola Adeogun will shoot the bonus free throw. Ola Adeogun says the same thing every time I ask about his story. In 2009, he arrived in the Philippines 2 days before Odoy. He's from Nigeria. He started playing basketball at the age of 14, and now he is a 3-time NCAA champion, but he wants a 4th ring bago siya mag-graduate. Pero sabi niya kay Siege Tantenko na bumisita sa practice ng San Beda noong Wednesday, after he graduates, he wants to take up his MBA sa San Beda.
At sure, mahal na mahal niya ang San Beda. At lalo ng Pilipinas, ano? Hindi alam ng marami o hindi alam ng mga iba na magaling magtagalog din to si Ola Adeogun, di ba?
One of the nicest guys you can come across, a gentle giant, Ola Adeogun, but a mean machine on the hard court. Ngayon, may konting confusion dito dahil 6 na player in a Letran uniform ang nasa loob. Technical foul because of that infraction. 6 na Knights ang nasa loob ng court. Napansin ni Coach Mike Harin. So this is a huge blow.
Di mo masyado nakikita yung ganong pagkakataon na 6 ang nasa loob. Ano? Pero miscommunication normally, pag nagpasok ka ng isang tao, yung isang tao doon sasabihin sa pinalitan niya na ikaw ang pinalitan ko, so dapat lumabas ka. But in that sequence, I think it was coming off a timeout, wala nagsabi. So 6 ang pumasok para dito sa Letran.
A lot of technical free throws given up by the Letran Knights dito sa laban na to. There was an ejection earlier from JP Calvo. a technical foul on Kevin Racal for using profane language in the first half. Ngayon naman, 6 na players on the floor. So a lot of freebies na ibigay ng mga Knights dito sa Red Lions. They have to come back quick. Tapos ang tira ni Cruz. Apreku working hard. And a foul underneath. It's on De La Cruz.
Grabe yung sequence na yun. Nakita mo yung dalawang undersized big men ng Letran getting to the offensive glass against this much taller players ng San Beda. At ito si Apreku nga at saka si Soliano yung pinag-uusapan natin doon.
You're looking at Coach Aldin Ayo, his first season bilang head coach ng Letran Knights. Not too shabby. He won his first 7 games. Started the season at 7-0 bago matalo sa unang pagkakataon kontra sa EAC. He also coached the All-Star game kung saan nanalo sila via free throws from the Ant-Man Mark Cruz. Reyna Batak with a steal and the points off of that fast break. Thank you so much, Chris. Iyong pag-tweet at iyong panonood via live streaming. Jillian naman, di pa sure kung sino ang chini-cheer niya. Both teams showing a lot of heart dito sa laban na to. A lot of intensity also ating nararamdaman dito sa loob ng arena.
At pagkalaban mo talaga, Letran, Anton, hindi ka pwede mag-relax.
Yes.
Dahil hanggat hindi pa natatapos ang laro, may natitira pa dito sa Letran Knights.
This is the physical activity that very evident tuwing naghaharap ang Knights at ang Red Lions. Coach Jamai Karin figuring in his second San Beda Letran contest. This is also his first year as the head coach of his alma mater. And he wants to keep that streak alive for the Red Lions, finishing the elimination round as the #1 ranked team for the 10th straight year. They've been #1 for the past 9 years. Letran hoping to end that streak today. Ng Batak, ninabas ang bola. Apreku with a shot and the basket.
Ang dami atang bonus na nakikita ko dito kay Apreku. Again, yung jump shot is not his forte, pero 2 points pa rin yun. Itong kalamangan na hinahabol ng Letran down to 11.
It's still a little over 3 minutes to go. Adeogun gets his own miss and Ola Adeogun nangangalabaw na sa ilalim.
Tama sinabi mo to. Anton, nangangalabaw talaga. At nakita mo kung gano'n niya gusto makuha talaga yung rebound na yon.
Walang makapigil dito kay Ola Adeogun. He just showed us how bad he wanted to score and grab his own miss. Tatlo na yung nakapaligid kay Ola. Ito yung play na pinag-uusapan natin, Coach Olsen.
After that miss, look at how yung effort na binigay ni Ola Adeogun in getting that offensive rebound.
15 rebounds, 13 points for the Nigerian behemoth Ola Adeogun. Lamang ang San Beda, 76-63. Isang laro na lang ang natitira sa schedule ng Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Sa darating ng Biyernes, makakaharap nila ang Perpetual Altas, who right now has a record of 11-6, Coach Olsen.
So if Letran goes on to lose this game, ito pa yung pagkakataon nila of making it to the Final Four, that game against Perpetual. Pero tulad yung sinabi natin, ang Perpetual may pagkakataon pa rin pumasok sa Final Four. So it's going to be a big game between Perpetual and Letran on Friday.
Must-win situation yon para sa Perpetual. That will be another good game for sure. 76-63, lamang pa rin ang San Beda Red Lions. 2 minutes and 29. Yan ang oras na nalalabi dito sa fourth quarter ng ating laro. AC Soberano, who has been one of the heroes para sa Red Lions dito sa bakbakan na to. Back in the ball game para kay Coach Jamaic Harin. De La Cruz has been quiet offensively. Errant pass. Naagaw din ang Batak. Pinasa kay Racal who goes all the way.
11-point lead with more than 2 minutes remaining. Kaya pa to.
Tonko, dinedepensa ni Abreku. Tonko, pinasa sa loob. Arthur De La Cruz. Wala pa rin. Balik ang bola sa Letran. De La Cruz, only 8 points today. Under 2 minutes to play.
This is going to be a crucial possession for the Letran Knights.
You said, Coach Olsen, the magic number is 13. That is the number of wins the winner of this team will achieve after this game. De La Cruz, multiple fakes, and he's able to score.
Down to 9, but that's not enough. They have to create some turnovers dito para sa San Beda.
San Beda turning the ball over a whopping 29 times dito sa laban na to, and Letran scoring 26 points off of those turnovers. Bad news para sa Knights. Fumaul out na itong si Ray ng Batak. He exits the game with 16 points.
Tama ba yung narinig ko? 29 turnovers?
Yes, 29 turnovers committed by San Beda in this game.
Parang hindi mo napapansin yung 29 turnovers yun, the way San Beda is playing right now. But again, I have to give credit dun sa the way they attacked itong press ng Letran. Hindi sila nagdadalawang isip. Talagang aggressive sila. Kaya siguro hindi natin nahalata na 29 turnovers na nangyari dun.
And we were explaining na sa laban ng San Beda kontra Arellano, they committed 26 turnovers. So mas malala pa yung turnovers na dito sa laban na to. 29, but the offense has clicked for Coach Jamaic Harin.
That's just one part, yung offense nila, yung press break nila. But yung defensive aspect, di natin pinag-uusapan. 67 points for Letran. Nadepensahan nila yung big three.
Yes.
Devin Racal, hindi masyadong gumawa. Si Mark Cruz, I think only 12 points.
Yes, 12
and
points
really
lang.
struggling the whole game. Nang Batak had his moments during the third quarter. Pero hirap na hirap yung puntos galing dito sa big three ng Letran.
Kaya naman, itong si Balanza tumutulong para sa mga Letranista. And a 5-second violation by the Red Lions. Pagkakataon para sa Letran Knights na maibaba pa ang kalamangan.
Sabi sa'yo, no lead is safe against Letran. 3-possession ball game dito with 1 minute 21 seconds left. Very manageable pa itong kalamangan ng Letran. Kalamangan ng San Beda, kaya pa habulin ng Letran.
Letran shooting only 36% dito sa laban na to. San Beda 55%. But it's crunch time right now. Kailangan makapuntos muli ng Knights. Balanza, the switch comes. Nakatao sa kanya si Adiogot. Balanza, tumira, sobra. Rebound na Preku.
Grabe yung timing ni Apreco. Gusto yata talaga niya, fourth quarter o last 2 minutes, dun siya kukuha ng very crucial offensive rebound plus putback. Bumaba nilang 5 na lang itong hinahabol ng Letran.
Buhay na buhay pa rin po ang panig ng Letran Knights. They are only down by 5. Letran was down by as many as 18 points dito sa laban na to. But their mantra of never giving up and never giving in, coming back to life dito sa fourth quarter. Jeric Balanza, kapos ang tira. Felix Aprecu once again doing what he does best, rebounding and scoring. Mala Freddy Abuda. Yun ang galaw nitong si Felix Aprecu. Scavenging for the basketball and scoring unexpectedly. Ola Diogo, double team. Pinasa kay De La Cruz. De La Cruz, kapos. Tabi ka ng bola. Kanino mapupunta? It's Sunbeda basketball again.
Sayang yung possession na yun for Letran. Nakuha na nila yun. But ang mabilis to si Koga getting to that loose ball.
Double team. Amer loses the handle pero natapik ng isang Letran Knight.
24-second shot clock violation.
It's a 24-second shot clock violation. So babalik ang bola sa panig ng Knights.
Sasabihin ko pa naman sana, smart move by Baser Amer dahil pinatama niya ang bola na yon dun sa katawan ng isang Letranista. Pero ito, turnover again for Sanbeda. I think their 30th turnover. So ang bola pupunta sa Letran.
Ito na ang huling timeout ni Coach Aldin Ayo. Pakinggan natin.
Kabila. Dito. Inbound ka, Macjor. Inbound, Macjor. Okay, inbound, Macjor. Mark! K-Rock! Jeric! Felix! Mark! Go! Ibaba mo, Mark, ha? Ibaba mo lang gusto. Jeric! Corner! Sapulin mo, ha? Sapulin mo, Mark. You take the shot. Pag wala, K-Rock! You inbound. Screen! Meron! Kaya pag wala! Pag naisip ni K-Rock! Spread out! K-Rock, put up the basket.
Yes, mukhang unang-unang option niya, of course, ito si Antman Mark Cruz. Narinig natin yun. Kung wala, hanapin si K-Rax for an isolation. Gusto niya spread the floor and make K-Rax or Mark Cruz beat the defense.
On the floor para sa Letran Knights, Luib, Aprecu, Balanza, Racal, and Cruz. Who will get the basketball? Pinasa kay Antman. Top of the key, 3. No! Rebound! Kanino mapupunta? It's Letran basketball. Racal has to move. Pinasa kay Balanza. Umatake. Ninabas ang bola. And that's a foul. It's on Baser Amer.
Loose ball foul for Baser Amer. Penalty itong Sanbeda. So 2 free throws para sa Letran. Tignan natin kung sino ang na-foul ni Baser Amer.
Panoorin natin muli kung sino ang final ni Baser dito sa replay na ito.
Macjor Luib. So Luib will go to the free throw line to shoot this all-important free throws.
At ito ang unang trip, Coach Olsen, ni Macjor Luib ngayong araw sa free throw line. He's a 71% free throw shooter. And he misses the first. Wala ng timeouts ang Letran. Meron pang isa ang Sanbeda. Both teams are in the penalty. 23.8 seconds remaining. Both squads looking for win number 13.
So still a 2-possession game. Dito matutunghayan natin sa remaining 22 seconds. But a turnover
A steal by Luib. A steal by Luib. Bola ng Knights. Cruz, a leaning 3. Sobra, rebound Bogon. Amer has the basketball. And Racal fouls Baser Amer. Sobra yung tira ni Antman Mark Cruz. Panoorin natin muli.
Looking for the quick 2 points or 3 points. So si Mark Cruz forcing that shot. Again, kailangan natin pansinin. Ito si Marcus. Sa tingin ko wala pa yatang pahinga to simula nung pumasok siya nung first quarter. Because of that ejection by Calvo.
Yes.
So, extended minutes para dito sa Ant-Man.
33 minutes ang linalaro so far nitong si Mark Cruz dito sa bakbaka na to. As Baseramer looks to put the final nail on the coffin. Tapos ang kanyang free throw. Cruz, pinasa kay Luib, supalpal. And the Red Lions community is starting to celebrate as they are feeling win number 13 dito sa season 91 ng NCAA. Pero meron pa 2 segundo na natitira dito. Letran needs a miracle. Racal shoots. And that will do it. Opisyal na po. Coach Jamay Karin and the Red Lions of San Beda College touch win number 13.
Grabe yung larong ito, Anton. Naramdam mo talaga yung playoff atmosphere. Grabe yung rivalry nitong dalawang kumpanan na to. So of course, San Beda ang namayani 77-73. And of course, that 13th win ng San Beda gets them to the Final Four.
Sabi mo nga, Coach Olsen, the magic number is 13. And we said it, whoever wins this game will book a Final Four ticket and earn a twice-to-beat advantage. Pero hindi pa sure ball na number 1 ng San Beda at the end of the elimination round dahil may laro pa ang Letran sa Biyernes.
Yes, yung laro ng Letran will get them to 13 if they win that game. But again, it's up against Perpetual Health.
Yes, mabigat na kalaban yon para sa Letran Knights. But again, if they win, they will force a playoff for number 1 kontra sa San Beda. A lot of exciting moves ating napanood ngayong araw. Donald Tangwa, mala Penny Hardaway na layup yung ginawa na kanina, nakatalikod, kaliwa pa.
Well, sinabi natin, quality minutes for this big man. When they made that run in the second quarter, nasa loob to si Donald Tangwa. When Ola Adiogun went out with 3 fouls, pumalit si Tangwa, he gave that quality minutes for San Beda at naprotektahan nila yung kanilang kalamangan. I would have given it also to
AC
Soberano,
yes,
who scored 11 points. Or sa buong second 5 ng San Beda, who
yes,
really did a good job today. But of course, isa lang ang pwede natin bigyan, and we gave it to Donald Tangwa.
Soberano, you're right, Coach Olsen, special mention to him dahil sa kanyang 3 3-pointers and naka 24 points sa second quarter ng San Beda that really gave them the separation kontra sa Letran. Naalok na naman ang ating team standings, Coach Olsen.
Oh, pero finally,
Yes,
meron na
finally
pumasok sa Final Four. At ito nga yung San Beda Red Lions yan. Assured na sila of top 2, 1 or 2, depending on the game of Letran on Friday. But of course, 13 is the magic number. Ang Letran, may isa pang laro sa Friday, though they can still get to 13. So, end up in a tie with San Beda on Friday. But again, it's up against Perpetual. So, malaking bakbakan pa mangyayari dito sa Biyernes.
Abangan natin yan sa Biyernes. Happy birthday nga pala sa isang Red Lions supporter, a staff of San Beda College, Jerry De La Rosa. And we have some legends from the San Beda community watching also right now. Garvo Lanete and Borgie Hermida. Grabe din yung backcourt tandem nila Borgie at Garvo. Noong panahon nila, NCAA season 86, they went perfect, unbeaten during that season. Ito ang ating mga bakbakan on Friday, October 9. Kindly break it down para sa lahat ng mga NCAA fans, Coach Olsen.
Well, malaking bagay ito para dito sa 4 na koponan na makikita natin are still in the hunt of making it to the Final Four. You have JRU playing the first game against San Sebastian. You have Mapua in the second game playing against EAC. Both teams, of course, JRU and Mapua, kaya pang pumasok sa Final Four.
Yes.
And of course, that big game na pinag-uusapan natin, ang Letran versus Perpetual. So, kung nanood kayo ngayong araw na to, tunghayan nyo pa yung final game natin sa Friday. Final game of season 91 in the eliminations.
So, abangan natin yan on Friday. Maraming salamat muli sa inyong pagtutok ngayon sa ating triple header ngayong Martes. This was all for the benefit of Samboy the Skywalker Lim. Ayan po ang kanyang kapatid, Bonbon Lim, miyembro ng back-to-back championship team ng NCAA Letran Knights in 1998 and 1999. The net proceeds of this game will go to a fund para masuportahan si Samboy Lim, ang isang NCAA icon. Sa ngalan ni Direk Abet Ramos, Siege Tantenko, Olsen Rosella at ang lahat ng mga bumubuo ng ABS-CBN Sports, ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Ross, nagsasabing magkita-kita ulit tayo sa darating na Biyernes for more action sa Season 91 ng NCAA. Ilabas ang galing!